morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Have you ever heard that song before, Wellington?
I've never heard it.
You've never heard good morning to you. Yes, welcome back to No Chaser TV's morning show, Chaser TV Mornings. And I, of course, am Chase. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for all of the love, all of the support, all of the subscribers. Like, that's crazy. We'll get into that in a little bit.
We definitely
And to
will.
celebrate and thank you guys, I am wearing a muumuu. And that's because
Period.
I work from home, child, so I get to do that. And with me today is one of my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Don't be
In the,
lying.
uh,
Don't be lying.
okay, I put a little bit more on it, but no, I'm joking. One of my favorite people in the whole wide world, and I said hold like Karen Clark shared, in the whole wide world. Okay, Karen. With me is the CEO. I just love saying it. The CEO of the Reality Rundown. We have Wellington Gomez Munoz. Did I pronounce that right? Y'all know I have Spanglish. Y'all know how I talk.
It's right. Thank you so much for having me, Jay.
So
We're
this is my boss. You know
here.
what I'm saying?
We're
Boss, how are
here.
you?
I'm good, honey. I'm here in No Chaser TV Studios. It's looking good. I'm loving it, honey. Let's do
I am
it.
so excited. Let me tell you something, Wellington. We go way back to the Clubhouse era
Yes.
and arguing back and forth on Clubhouse, as the people may know if you're subscribing, and to see where Wellington has come from. Wellington is not only the CEO, owner, proprietor, and HBIC over at the Reality Rundown. He also is a television producer as well,
Okay.
creator, all things of the above, and just to see where he has gotten to from where we kind of started together is
Thank
kind of
you.
just, I'm in awe, I'm enamored, I'm excited, and
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
pump him for a
much.
little tea throughout.
Let's do it. Let's
Yes.
do it.
Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is start what we always start with on Mondays here, as we did last Monday. We're gonna start with Pump It or Dump It. So that means that New Music Friday, of course, is on Friday. You guys have had all weekend to listen to it, and on Mondays we get right into it. We open it up, we talk about the tunes, and let's get right into it. So we're gonna talk about Flo's new single, "Walk Like This." Wellington, pump it or dump it.
I am going to Pompeii. I love anything Flow. I went to their first North American tour in New York City, so I was able to experience that. So I've been a Flow. I've been in the flow, in the motion. I don't know what. Do you know if they have any fan club name?
I don't know if
I don't
Flo.
know,
I don't know.
but I'm flowing. I'm flowing.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, so you're pumping it.
I'm pumping it.
I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna have to dump it.
Ooh.
And this is why. And it's not because it's not a good single. It's not because the ladies aren't uber talented. I think that it is all of the above. I think that they are all of the above. But I don't think it's for me.
Mm. Why?
It's good. I think that they got to get. Someone made a great point that some of the singers out today are writing the songs for themselves and not giving it to other people as they become artists. As we've seen, Victoria Monet is an amazing artist who is also an accomplished songwriter in her own
Right.
right. Uh, Mooney Long, is it Mooney Long or Money Long?
Money.
Okay, Money Long. Look at me. Oh, did I just date myself? Money Long it was a fabulous songwriter. Priscilla Renee, as she was, I believe, back in the day. Now she's an artist. And so, when Chloe did that cover of Made for Me, everybody was going crazy. And someone made a point that, the songwriters are keeping the songs to themselves. And that's why people with so much vocal talent may not necessarily be getting the songs that they need to catapult their careers. And I think that there's a better, bigger song for Flo. Is what I think. So will I be
Mm.
listening to it?
So you're
No.
saying, so what you're saying is that this song, it's not necessarily, this is not the single that you would have loved for them, that there's a better song for them to have as their debut single.
Absolutely. I think that there's an issue that I've been running into with the girl groups, like not necessarily Float, because I loved I don't need nobody to tell me when I'm honey yet. I don't need nobody
If you're a fly girl,
Yeah,
get your
I like
nails
that
done,
song.
got
I
my
was like,
hair.
okay, there we go. That's me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think that Flo has ran into the problem with this single, in my opinion, as well as like June's Diary, where the material doesn't necessarily match the level of talent. And I think that there's a bigger, better song for them in the future. So for me, I'm gonna dump this one. But I love Flo though, and so it's no shade.
It's
You
I
see how
like
I
that
handle that?
yeah, yeah, I see how you handle that. I like that you said that how you call it, that their material does not match what they've been putting out. And that was the problem that I had with Fly Girl at first. Because I'm like, Fly Girl is such a upbeat, like, let me get my nails done, my hair done, I'm a bad bitch, all of the above. And Flow, they're known for like the good R&B songs, singing and singing, So it was Fly Girl was different. I feel like Walk Like This is in the realm of Fly Girl.
But Fly Girl's better in my opinion.
It is better. It is
Yeah.
better. It is
Um,
better. But
And let's
okay.
go ahead and get into it, because child, our area natives or the Grand Damers or whatever you call the Ariana Grande fans, don't
Not
even
the
attack
Grand
me.
Daughters.
I don't know what to call them, but the Robins, is that what they call them? So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Ariana Grande's album Eternal Sunshine.
What do you think about it?
Pump it or dump it, Wellington. Now I gotta give it to you first.
I am going to go ahead and dump
Oh,
it. Oh, look at my. Oh my God.
uh, uh,
Oh, we're celebrating this dump. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dump it, honey. It's not
right.
giving. It's not. It's not. I'm not gagging.
Okay.
I'm not
Um,
gagging. Because when you actually think about it, when you actually look at the music realm right now, we have Beyonce that's dropping soon. We were waiting on Ariana. I think that Dua Lipa is also dropping soon. I think that
Miley just
Taylor's
dropped last week, the week before.
Yes, Taylor's also dropping soon. So all of the pop girlies are dropping, meaning that everybody's coming for their A game, specifically in this new era. I feel like 2024 right now, it's like so many people announce new projects that it's like, okay, this is kind of like the start again of like, let's get into the music game, right? So for me, I think that she's had other albums that were stronger, and seeing how the arena when it comes to pop music is right now, where so many people are out, I feel like she should have given us something stronger. I'm not gagging.
Okay,
It's
listen, I
I'm not
hear
saying
you.
it's bad. I'm not gagging.
I and it's not a bad album. The only song that I can tell you that I remember from the album is a song called "Eternal Sunshine." I love that song. I was like, oh, because I like
Yeah,
what she did
Eternal Sunshine
vocally
is
with
good.
the song. Huh?
The Eternal Sunshine was very good. I do agree.
Yeah, I like what she did vocally with that song. So maybe that should be the next single. I don't really remember much of anything else. It sounded nice, and I've listened to it more than once, and I still don't remember. It sounds nice. Of course, it's great vocally. Um,
The Boy's Mind. I was expecting something else.
so you were expecting superstar pop, and she gave you a more subdued album.
I was expecting. I felt like she was gonna be more in her R&B bag. So my whole thing is like, okay, if you're gonna give me more soul singing and less poppy, then go there. I feel like she was trying to merge the pop with the R&B in a way where like it was new, and to me it was flat on the R&B, flat on the pop. Nothing, nothing came up. No shade.
I can't give it a in the middle because I want to give it an in the middle. I'm
You have
definitely
to
going to
put
listen
you,
to it.
according to No Chaser TV rules, you have to pump it or dump it.
I'm going to dump it. God.
Period.
But I'm going to keep
Hey,
Eternal Sunshine.
who would have known that it would have taken us to be on your show for us to agree on something?
We have never agreed historically in almost like 4 or 5 years on
Never.
anything.
On anything.
On anything. Never. And I've always had to like get them together. So we'll see. I may have to get them together in a little bit.
The nights are
Uh,
young.
we may agree on this because it's time now for our hot topics. So let's just get right on into it. The traders ended on this past Thursday. It's
Woo!
Monday. We're back. No Chaser TV Mornings. Let's talk about all things Trader because as it was revealed or as the episode played out and we saw. If you haven't seen it by now, this is a spoiler alert because we're going to
It's
go ahead and
Monday
talk
morning,
about it.
please.
Spoiler alert. Fast forward. But the winners were CT and Trishelle. So white supremacy won. I'm
They win.
saying that because Trishelle in the past has had issues with her mouth in relation to the N word because it came out of it, and Anissa had to mush her. Big up Anissa. Words up to Anissa. Excuse me. But yeah, CT and Trashelle won, and I'm not going to hold back on Trashelle. Trashelle and CT won. But what was most shocking is that they banished MJ at the final three when MJ thought that she was going to be going ahead and moving forward and winning the game with them as she knew that they were faithful. And so I have to ask you, Wellington, do you believe it was a scheme that Todd set up, or do you believe that they actually had doubts that MJ was a traitor?
At the end of the day, white people are going to be white people. And I'm going to leave it at that. And MJ got gagged, and she thought, I'm amongst friends. And these gamers showed up to that finale, and I believe that they had already this plotted from the beginning, and they took out Kate because she played Kate played a good game until Phaedra made her a traitor. The moment that Phaedra made her a traitor, I think that Kate did not actually think like what if I'm recruited as a traitor? How would I play the game as a traitor? She was focused on playing the game again as a faithful, and I think that that threw her off. Um, so they took her out because they knew that she was a bad player and she was the traitor. They knew that. And I think that MJ wanted to actually split the cash with everybody, and they gagged her. And am I surprised? No, I think it was a plot that Todd set up, honey.
Yeah, looking at it and the whole, I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I can believe you. Boo, 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 boo. It was a mess, and Trashell has gone public by stating that Sandra got in her ear and stated that CT didn't give her the torch, and so it caused doubt into Trashell because she thought that if CT didn't give her a torch and they were so close or had become so close over the game, that maybe he was a traitor, which is why she said him. And again, I'm not going for it. I think
Yeah.
they knew for a very long time who the traitors were in the house, and they just had to play it in order to
So
go.
so Trash, I'm gonna join you on that one. Trash Shell is gonna say that Sandra got in her ear, but she voted Sandra out in the round table right before.
Listen, and that's the thing. They knew who was and who was not a traitor. She was very vocal to the point where it helped her out not getting killed because you cannot kill somebody who is like, you're the traitor, you're the traitor, you're the traitor, you're the traitor, and you are the traitor. It's almost like you can't kill them. You got to convince people to banish them, and they weren't able to do so because Trashelle had everybody, mind warped. I do think it
Well,
was a
I don't
scheme.
know. I don't know if you know this, but I may have some tea for you.
Well, go ahead and spill. That's why I have you on the show, darling. Spill it.
Honey, I heard that. Hold on, my email. I heard that Dan actually, this is like kind of like moving the conversation a little bit, but I heard that Dan had actually told Trashelle that he was going to bring up Phaedra during his banishment.
Because why is she
And
so hyper fixated on Phaedra all of a sudden unless she's racist? Oop.
and and I heard that he did that behind cameras in the hotel.
And I believe it. I 100% believe it. And that is why Phaedra at the reunion is so freaking pissed off at Dan, and it goes beyond the game. Dan did some underhanded, dirty stuff, and it's not cool. And so that brings us to this portion of the topic. But before I go, MJ, poor MJ, they never
Poor
wanted her to be
MJ.
a part of the Peter Pals. So when she comes into the room, they put her out of the room. She was always picked over. They didn't pick her for a torch. They sent her, they almost buried the poor thing alive. She really had a raw
Yeah.
deal the whole game. And then, they get to the finish line. She's not supposed to be there. And that's what happens. But some people are saying it's karma. karma, excuse me, for her voting out Sandra. So we are, I don't know. Some people feel like it's karma.
I don't think it's karma. I think that voting out Sandra, um I think that she was just following Kate. I think she truly believed that Kate was not a traitor. And I think that MJ specifically blindly went into this game thinking that her Bravo sisters were all Bravo sisters. And I think that for people like Phaedra and Kate, that worked. But it didn't work out in her favor because she blindly trusted Kate into her demise.
She blindly trusts everyone. She blindly trusted Kate. She blindly trusted CT and Trashelle. And she's blindly trusted Reza. In the
Isn't that
fa-
poetic? She blindly
Y'all know it if you watch Showers of Sunset. Reza took every opportunity to shit on her every chance he got.
So it was MJ, K, CT, and Trishelle, and she trusted each and every one of them, and all three of them, did her dirty at the end.
And so this
Learn a
brings
lesson.
up, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said learn a lesson from that, MJ.
Yeah, learn a lesson, boo. This brings up what Taylor Hill from Big Brother says, and we have a clip. We're going to show it in an interview that she did, where Taylor says that the name of the game is Traitors, and you cannot be mad if you're done the way that CT and Trashelle did at MJ. So let's go ahead and roll it.
I'm not going to be mad at people who are like, I got screwed in the end and I'm not happy about it. You're allowed to not be happy about it. You are allowed to be displeased with how things fall when they don't fall in your favor. What I don't like is when people say, I don't like how this turned out for me and therefore you are a bad person.
Right.
We
Morality
all
comes into
side.
play.
And look, Taylor Mackenzie Dickens Hale, winner of Big Brother 24, who arguably had to argue her way to the end through morality the entire time, right? However, I'm fully aware of the contracts that we sign. I'm fully aware of the games that we all decide to sign up for. So MJ, when you sign a contract, the same contract that everybody signs that is called the Traitors, be upset that you didn't win the game, but don't look at someone and say, and you are permanently now and forever a traitor because you're a horrible human being, and how could you do this, and you have terrible morals. Bad morals in the game called The Traitors?
Child, I'm gonna say it because it's my show and it's my channel. And I know people do not like to cuss on YouTube, but fuck Taylor, okay? Because let me tell you something. If
Why
I
were
get
you?
up there, good morning. If I get up there and y'all did me like y'all did MJ, no. And maybe this is why they don't have regular people because I don't know if you guys watched the first season, but Andy was so hurt. Oh my God, I can't believe that you traded on me. But the thing was, uh, Sari was a traitor.
Sir, he was a traitor.
CT and Trashelle were not.
We're
And
not.
I'll be honest with you, I know everybody was so swooning over Beefcake CT, but I never liked him back in the challenge days. So
I mean, listen, I never really saw him on the challenge. So I met CT on this show. I think that he is a gamer. So at the end of the day, I think that was something that Larsa said at the reunion that really stuck out to me was that the gamers play the game differently. The gamers played the game with the intention of actually winning the cash and doing whatever, because that's the game mentality. We're not here to
well,
make
it's
friends.
also how they
We're
make their money too, Wellington.
Exactly. I think that the other non-gamers, which were only the housewives and some like
Marcus.
Ekansu and well, you can consider Marcus a gamer. He was on Dancing with the Stars. No, that's a game.
Marcus Jordan was on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh no, I thought you meant Max. I'm sorry.
No, not Maxim, but Marcus Jordan,
But oh, Marcus, yeah, yeah, yeah. Also Marcus.
aka Tyler Perry, aka Medea. Whew, that man like Tyler Perry. He does. And I don't like him. So go ahead and get your point out so I can read Marcus so we can move on.
He was just she was saying how like the girls that were not gamers, they just came on the show because they wanted to be on TV and have fun, whereas the other girlies were actually trying to win this money. So I think that's what happened at the end. Trishelle and TT got money hungry and they said let's take this shit all the way to the end.
I would have got rid of her as soon as she got rid of Peppermint. Now I have to say, I don't like Trashelle, but I do agree with her voting out Peppermint because Peppermint said that she was going to give us some sickening, fabulous looks. And the first two looks she had in the House of Horrible. And did you see that reunion look? Honey, that hair. You gotta have it
honey.
done when you come to the reunion. She looked a hot mess.
So you know what's crazy? That of course we know Peppermint from
Drag race.
our Drag Race.
Yes.
I was actually watching the first episode of Traders with one of my really good best friends who also happens to be a trans woman, and she was actually very disappointed as well because she felt like as trans representation, when you show up on screen, you better make sure that all your shit is together
You gave
because
it to them.
you know like trans women are already being depicted and picking you know teared down
Picked
to the
apart and scrutinized and
exactly.
yeah.
So she just felt like, Peppermint, I get it. I get your intentions, but honey, the look should have been a little bit more put together. And you did say you were gonna give us fashions, and I didn't see no fashions.
I didn't see any fashion, so I would have voted her out based on that just alone. And is it me or does like Peppermint always look like she's just like coming in from outside? Like you know how kids like they come in from outside. Like why is the hair all over the place?
Right,
Why is the
right. Like
outfit
what?
just
It's
and what is
yeah.
going on? It's just like a
The
lot
hair
of
frizzy. There's a little.
oh,
There's
I don't
you're
like
not
it.
sweaty. There. It's not
I don't
sweaty, but
like
your
it.
forehead is a little shiny.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
Now come on now.
I don't know
I
what's
didn't
going
watch
on,
Drag Race.
honey.
What was the drag given on there?
She got eliminated twice.
All right. And who needs to get eliminated from everything ever completely is Marcus Jordan. You want to know why Tyler Perry needs to get eliminated? Because he is only using Larsa Pippen for the fame. Let me just break it on down for you,
Wait,
okay?
hold on. You think that Marcus Jordan is
Yes.
only using Larsa Pippen for fame?
Absolutely. He's a fame whore. And let me tell you, let me break it on down for you. Years and years ago, Marcus and Michael Jordan fell out, right? And Marcus
Mm-hmm.
was going to the press trying to get this narrative out about the fallout between him and his father. It got a little hot, but it wasn't really like a deal breaker or a groundbreaker to make him into relevancy, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then what does he do? He opens up Trophy Room. Trophy Room is a store that is known for selling like exclusive sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
Has a Jordan collab, of course, because his father is Michael Jordan. And what does he do allegedly? They backdoor the Jordans and people can't get a hold to him because he was selling them out the back door. Allegedly, I don't know if this is true or not. Has nothing to do with me, but this is just the tease that I got. So he's doing that. Then that was the press that he got from that. Then he goes ahead and dates his father's most iconic playing partner's ex-wife. And mind you, his partner is Scotty freaking Pippen, and that is his dad's sworn mortal enemy. And you go date his ex-wife.
I'm
How did you
following.
guys even get in the same room to date? Clout Chase, and she's associated with the Kardashians. She's associated with the rappers like Future. She's associated with the Real Housewives of Miami. And now he goes from, oh, I don't want to be on this. It's your thing. It's not my thing. So now they have a podcast together. He's in every scene on the Real Housewives of Miami, talking anyway about those kind of about the girls. And he made a comment that I did not like, and I didn't like it for a multitude of reasons. The comment that he
Me,
made about the girls
I
on the
didn't
Real
like.
Housewives of Miami because it came off a little prejudiced, and I didn't live for the comment. Also, it came off sexist. However, now when you put all that together and now you're on Traders, you're trying to leverage your relationship with Larsa to catapult you into fame because you could date Susie Q and nobody would care, but because you date your dad's sworn rival enemy who he hates and you're dating his ex-wife, of course you're gonna get Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen has been the talk of the town, and not in a positive way. The age gap, which is one thing I don't really care about the age gap,
Did
but
you see
most
Larsa's new
associates,
face?
huh?
Did you see Larsa's new face at the reunion?
She got another new face, Larsa. It's your face. Do what you want to do with it, child. Like, who would be to come in between a girl and her doctor, right? I'm not gonna come in between. If it makes you happy, but I liked Larsa Pippen face like 2014-ish, like Miami season 1 face up until like a little bit of Kardashian's face.
I like
That's my.
Kardashian face. Kardashian face was good for me. I feel like post Kardashian face, we went downhill.
Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, but do you get why I feel
I
like
get so okay. So I wasn't following at first because when you actually think about it, Marcus Jordan, his dad is Michael Jordan, who is 3,000 times more famous than the entire Bravo universe combined, right? So yeah, so Marcus Jordan, his dad is Michael Jordan, super ultra famous person, more famous than all of the Bravo universe combined. So to me, I'm like, does he really want? Is he really looking with Larsa for fame? I don't know because his father's super famous. But then when you put it like that, I get it. But then I see other people having conversations saying that like, well, wouldn't you think that Michael is kind of like, like bumping him like, good one, son, because you are hitting my arch
Absolutely.
enemy, right?
It was a setup.
Yeah.
He
So
does
I
not love her, in my opinion. This is all alleged. I don't have facts. This is just a theory that I've, with the facts that have been presented to me,
I thought it
because
was
those are
very odd that
facts.
I thought it was very odd that he came to traders. I will say that. I thought it was very odd that he came to traders. I think that was a negotiation tactic in a way, to get a famous couple on the show.
Famous.
And that's what I said.
Well, I
Uh
see. Now, let me tell you one thing. That was your one. Don't make it two, okay? Because we can get it crunk in the morning if you want to. You know me. Now, go ahead, baby.
but yeah, I mean, it's a job for Marcus apparently here on Chaser TV.
Mm-hmm. Screw them. I just think it's not because I like Larson. I think Larson's a piece of trash.
We know
But
that.
I'm just saying. But I see you, and unless you give me a pair of shoes, I'm not gonna shut up. But I will shut up for a pair of shoes. Oh, trophy room exclusives, size 9. Hit me up, and don't give me like one of them like off brand. I
No,
don't do
you
off brand.
no. It better
I
be
don't do
Jordans.
I don't do Team Jordans.
No.
I want Jordans. You better
Jordans.
ask the
Yeah.
girls about me. When I punch through the street, she
You
always
want
have the clothes
retros.
on them.
You want retros.
Yes, thank you. All right, you guys, and so let's go ahead and move on to question. So this is our last topic of the day, and it's the question. But before we go ahead and address this question, we'll go ahead and address last week's question, which was, what would you do if someone accidentally sent you $5,000? Would you keep it or would you send it back? One of our viewers commented in the comment section and said that she or they, I'm not sure, it's Miss Main Tips, but
Yeah, be inclusive, honey.
yeah, I am. It's, bitch, you let me.
What if it
Don't
was
you
a
know?
dog asking that?
I said they. Okay. Um, don't do me. Don't set me up. Don't set me up to fail. I
Listen, you
said
got me
they.
riled up on Monday morning, so you gotta
Oh
get
my
it,
god.
honey.
Only. Why did I invite you? You do this for sport. You piss me off for sports. You are the traitor. But Miss Main's tips said that they would give the $5,000 back. They wouldn't
Mhm,
keep it. And I
mhm.
agree, I wouldn't keep it because, as I said last week, if God accidentally sent me five and I give it back, I know that means I got way more than that on the way. Hallelujah. What do you think, relative, before we get into the actual question of Monday?
I think that I wouldn't keep it either. I think that, God be watching for real, and I'm God fearing. So
Yes,
I would
Lord.
not keep it. I would not keep it,
Yes.
honey.
All right, so today's question, I just like saying it because I can't afford to play it, but I want to always question. I love Destiny's Child, I really do. Okay, so today's question is going to be based off of an interview that Drea Michelle, formerly of Basketball Wives, did with the Shade Room.
Do you want any more kids or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person
I
you're
don't know.
dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I
Yeah.
feel like at this point in my life, right,
Yeah.
the relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on because
Right.
I'm very non-traditional. I feel
Yeah.
like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, "Hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid and let's just see."
Really? So you
Yeah,
would
I'm
do
very
that?
free spirit. I'm very open and just.
Wellington. Question: do you believe that people can co-parent successfully without any feelings being involved and just say, you know what, I want a baby, you want a baby, let's have a baby?
I believe that people can co-parent successfully without having to be in a romantic relationship. I think that even myself as a gay man, I have thought of that in a way because the way that we are to form our family, sometimes you have to think about it like unconventionally, right? Because nothing about the process of us becoming a family with a partner is conventional. So I sometimes have thought about it. You know, I have other queer friends, I have lesbian friends, I have trans friends. So it's like, can we be parents together? We all have this goal. I don't know, but however, I'm not really too versed in this Drea situation. I know that she's messy, and I know that she's in this situation with this younger guy. Um, did she confirm that he was the father?
She hasn't said anything about him being the father, but
Because
people
to
are
me,
congratulating, other ball players are congratulating Jalen on his social media. So
when I saw the interview that you just played, it gave like I'm looking to have a baby with anybody right now, and that may or may not be the person that I'm with. So the only reason why I think that, what if she had this baby by herself, even though she's with this dude?
doesn't sound like Drea. It just doesn't. And who's going to watch the baby because she has a history. She has an interesting parental history with her children, and
Well,
that's all I'm going to.
listen, I mean,
I'm not
probably
going to
she turned
slay her, but
probably she turned a new leaf.
I hope so. It's been years, and hopefully she has gotten her act together. But it's Drea.
I do find it interesting when people, women, that are in the entertainment business like Drea, later on get into these relationships and have babies after they've been in this business for such a long time. I think that women can have babies whenever they feel like it. But I do find it interesting that Drea, someone that's always out and about, is like wanting to have a baby right now because, like you said, all of this parenting allegations from the babies that you've already had, and you want to have another one when your life is even more busy. I don't get it.
Well, I'll say this. There's nothing that an alleged not so great mother loves to do more than have more children. So they can also do not so great of a job with those. Just as if it is nothing like someone who has like cockroaches in their kitchen all the time. They love to cook. They love to bring the food to work. Like, baby, I'm not eating that. You got cats. It's seeing too much. You got a lot going on in the house. Please leave the food there. And Drea, we wish you all the best. As far as I'm concerned, question: I would love to have a child. But it's crazy because while I'm also down for whatever works for you, and that means however you choose to have your baby with, however you choose to have your baby, whoever you choose to co-parent your baby with is your business. I'm not like a person that says you can't do this, you can't do that. I believe this and I believe that. I believe people should be free to be people, be free and do whatever they want to do.
Agree.
However, I would want my child to also have a mother in their life, or at least a mother figure, because I know how important my relationship is with my mom, and I would want my child to have that same like lock in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe like if hypothetically speaking, I had a baby with a man, neither one of us are the mother. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
the dads. But
Right.
even if I do that, I still would want like a motherly figure in her life. And my mom, she's gonna be grandmother 2000, baby. She's gonna be top team too much grandma, but she's
Right.
still grandma. Like I want my child to have that as well. So hopefully it will be a situation where I could have like a friend as a surrogate that also wants a child and wants to be a mother
Right.
for a child, and me and my husband and her and whoever she decides to be with can all raise the child together. Would be
You
what
better
I would
become
love.
friend. You better become friends with some lesbians, honey.
Okay, I have lesbian friends now.
Yeah. One of my best friends is lesbian, and that's
Do
what we
we
got
have to
going on right now.
do I have to have sex with them? No, because I don't want to have no sex with no
No,
woman.
I don't think the lesbians want to have no sex with you, honey.
Okay, we're just asking. All right,
No.
well, as long as we ain't got to do that, then we're good to go. I want to thank you, Wellington, so much from the bottom of my heart for everything
Thank
that
you for
you've ever
having
done
me.
for me, every opportunity that you've ever given me, for believing in me. I really appreciate it. I would not be here without you, the talks, the encouragement, and I really want to thank you and give you your flowers. Because, honey, the reality rundown is the tea. It is the I
Thank
and the
you.
T, and I love being a part of that family. And I thank you for coming over to my house for a little bit. So thank you for coming to No Chaser
Yes.
TV.
Again, thank you so much. Everything here in No Chaser TV is everything.
I mean, we
I'm
still
gonna
building, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some
no,
graphics,
but
we're gonna get some cute stuff going, you know.
listen, I'm here for it. I am so proud of you. I think that you are someone that is so talented. You are someone that has such a personality. You are someone that everybody should. I love the fact that you're doing mornings because you are the perfect person for someone to wake up to, laugh, and get their day going. And I'm happy for you, Chase, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank you guys for, we're almost at 100, child, in like a week. And that's blowing my mind. I don't know if that's great for you too, but bad for you too, but it's great for me and I live. With that being
Listen,
said, thank you guys for tuning in. And you were going to say Wellington before I bid to do?
no, I was just gonna say keep going. 100, 1,000,000,
Oh,
10,000,000.
sky is the limit. Yes. With that being said, you guys have a great week. Tuesday is going to be Bold and Bougie, and I have a special guest reviewing that with
Mm.
me. And then Wednesday morning, we're going to have the No Chaser TV morning show, and we're going to be doing not Puppet or Dumpet, excuse me, but 8 or late Oscar fashion reviews. So we're going to get into it on Wednesday. So I'll see you then. Okay. Thank you guys. Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy the rest of your day.